Why, though? Why? There we go! What is up, everybody? Welcome to the weekly showdown. It is Monday, April 27th, 2020. Week number 6 of the weekly showdown. Very glad that you are all here. We have 128 teams vying to become the 6th member of that list right there. The Front Royal Slappy Hoopers and a 2-year-old joining the ranks of TWIPT Weekly Showdown winners. This week we have an Iron tournament on deck. You can already sign up for next week's tournament, which is a Gold Historical tournament. Gold Historicals only next week. Sign-ups are already open. Go to the tournament section and take a look at Weekly. It's there, the TWIPT Weekly Showdown. I am once again a ghost. I don't know why the ghost is so bad on this view. Let's put it on the defaults. Okay, default, not good. Oh, no, too far. Regrets. Okay, we'll try there. That should be okay. So yeah, next week's tournament already available. Should be good. We're keeping with the different formats, right? We're going to be changing it up. We've done bronze, iron. I think we did bronze twice. We did a live tournament. Yeah, it's gold and below, guys. Keep in mind, it's not just gold. It's gold and under. There will be plenty of silver cards in that tournament. I guarantee it. Let's take a look at what rosters I have going on tonight. You see we're about 12 minutes away from the first sim. It's also historicals only. That's true. It is historicals only. That kind of counteracts, yeah, that does limit it a little bit. But hey, like I said, I mention this every week. We're going to be doing different stuff. We're going to be changing up the format. We're not going to be sticking to one type of tournament. If next week's tournament is not for you, hey, it's all good. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll catch you up on the next one. Rich even in it? Let's take a look at the matchups. We're not going to go through the pitching matchups. I'm just going to call out all the teams that are here. We've got and because you guys love, one of the big feedbacks I get is you guys love listening to me butcher the team names. So here we go. All 64 first round matches. We got the Menomonee Falls Dragons and the Manchester Camels, the Pensive Piggies and the Arctic Circle Polar Bears, the Louisville Scarlet the Louisville Scarlet and the Minnesota Loons. We got the Susquehanna Sonics and the Las Vegas Gamblers, the Plains Phillies and the California Sea Lions, the Winnipeg Baseball and the Tops Finest. We've got the Cascade Avenue Bulls and the Los Angeles Earthquakes, the Bushwood Gophers, and the USC Trojans. San Antonio Bandits taking on the Canada Ice Princesses, the Ill-Tempered Fingers and the Red Hook Reavers, the Nuke Tundra, the SLP Orioles, and the Beskiddy Vinegar Punk. Beskiddy against the Anaheim Dyers. We got the Montreal Royals and the Steelport Saints and Bandle City Oilers and the Corporate Sellouts. Huge first round matchup. We got the Louisville Trash Pandas against the Prince of Pansies, the Robins Hood's Bay Smugglers against the Cheap Tricks, the Brigadoon Dodgers and the Potlack Thunderbolts, the Centennial Hills Blue Wahoos, and the Cartamagna Sea Monsters. Louis Lansing and the State Tigers and the Detroit Fury, the Green Mountain Sparkle Fires and the Durham Tigers, the Great Lakes Loons against the Low Country Mudcats, the Deer Run Cougars against the Cleveland Fossils, the Macon Whoopies against the Simi Valley Salts, the Las Vegas Pit Vipers against the Welland Weirdos, the Rushmore Beekeepers against the Newton Dragons, the Iquitos Hypersloths against the Historic Legends, AZ Axles Ballers against Manitowoc Red Raiders, the Cricket War Robots against Henner Time, Marca Baseball Club against the Chicago Shamrocks, the Gotham City Knights against the Rancho Bernardo Dead Meats, the Shelby Toreros against the Wilmington Blue Rocks, the Camp Hill Crannies against the Phoenix Blaze, Fairfield Stags against the Rockfish Fuzzcats, the Niagara Herons against the Auckland Athletics, The Irish Pub Crawlers against the Virginia Tech Hokies. The Bladen Spitballers against the Clear Creek Wildcats. We got the Altoona Sandwich against the Herbie Hancocks. The Lagoons against the NYC Isotopes 2. The Wilderness Roadkill against Rich Grisham's powerhouse Tony Cloninger-led Columbus Lions. The Passaic Cossacks against the Yonkers Gorillas. The Bloomington Sluggers against the Soul Twins 3. The Carolina Sox against the Toms River Little League champs. The Indianapolis Essentials against the Newark Bears. The Vancouver Norsemen against the Orange Juice. Collier Marylands against the Rat Pack Rats. The Socially Distant Swap Things against the San Juan Puerto Rico Fighting Cocks. The Brookline Bagels against the Flower Mound Patriots. The Waffletown Syrups against the Obregon Rising Rebels. Nick, you just missed yourself. Your hometown Snaggletown Schooners taking on the Geobon Rockhounds in round number 1. The Dew Flake against the Texas A&M Aggies. Double Destruction against the Arizona Boys of Summer. The Zanzibar Barbarians against the East Limestone Mission Indians. The Raleigh Wolfpack against the Long Beach Landsharks. The Hampshire Old Englanders against the Napoleon Dynamites. We've got the Washington, D.C. Hot Dogs against the Long Pond Pounders. The Brooklyn Mets against the Waterdown Tigers. The Metropolis Slipnuts against the KT Winning Streakers. The Seattle Stags against the Austin Blue Spiders. The Tatooine Skywalkers against the Scottsdale Mets. The Tangletown Titans against Taco Tuesday. The Long Beach Bums against the Eugene Emeralds. The Columbia Tigers against the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant. The Seoul Baseballers against the Springfield Thunderbirds. And last but not least, the Sexton Summit Purple Warriors taking on last week's runner-up, the Long Island Trash Boys. Whew. Chat, we made it through that in like 2 minutes. Easy breezy. And I answered Nick's question in chat while I was doing it. Boom. Let's take a look at my horrendous lineup that will be eliminated in the first round. We've got, against righties, how do you not have Clyde the Glide Milan out there, chat? You got to have Clyde the Glide, if anything, for the fact that he has 90 avoid Ks. I've got D. Gordon, Miles Straw, Vic Power, Gates Brown, Willie Upshaw, Granny, absolutely need to have him in the lineup. Hamner, Steve Lyons, and Andy Allenson. So that's good. My pitching staff is, listen, I got a little crazy with the pitching chat. I know Steve Lyons is a center fielder. I'm playing him at third base. So there you go. We're putting him at third because I got to have Clyde the Glide in center field. I wouldn't play in an Iron tournament and not have Clyde the Glide in center field. We got, so doing something a little different. We've got 9 guys in the bullpen. I don't have Don Newcomb at DH, actually. Maybe I should. Oh, is it too late? All right. It's never too late, chat. Set game strategy. Use his two-way player. Schooners. Lineups. Can I just bat him? I mean, Willie Upshaw is pretty good, though. Oh, but he's no Don Newcomb. And then I'll put Willie Upshaw in as the backup DH. And then Don Newcomb can be the starting DH. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. And we have Willie Upshaw in there as the backup DH. That works. I got lots of time. Lots of time. Yeah, he's probably got the highest contact of any Iron pitcher there is. Yeah, I know. I have him pitching game 1, which is fine. Because, all right, paste lineup versus righty. But here's what we're going to do, chat. Watch this. Starting pitcher. Okay. So we're going to, okay, here's the thing. Can I take Newcomb out of there? How do I set position? Where's Hammer playing? Short? Why isn't their position working? How do I set their position on here? Have I borked things, chat? Well, I'm just thinking maybe I run no DH for the first game. Right? Maybe I just should I let him hit for himself the first game? I've never in my life used a 7-day lineup, chat, so I have no idea how this even works. I can drag and drop them in, right? What I'm wondering is if I put Newcomb in here, how do I set his position? Why isn't it giving me the thing? That's all I'm wondering. I don't want to bork it, right? That's my thing. Is I don't want to bork the lineup 3 minutes ahead of the sim. That's my only thing. I'd rather just let Newcomb start the first game and then be that as it may. And maybe that's what we'll do. Because if I go right now and look, I don't want my lineup to be destroyed. But what I'm worried about is if I go, what's going on, Nameless Poet? I have him already set as used two-way player. But what I'm wondering is on the I have that set. But what I'm wondering is how come when I bring him into the when I bring someone in the 7-day lineup, how do I click their there it is. I just have to click very specifically on the thing. Gotcha. I can't set him as starting pitcher. I can't set him as starting pitcher, which is kind of sad. I'd like to set him at starter. I would just like to make sure that it's right. So what we're going to do is let's clear the lineup. So what we're going to do is we need to make sure, here's the thing. I bet you can I drag him down below too? Yeah, okay, we're going to have to play Willie Upshaw the first game, I think. I don't want to mess it up. So we'll use the 7-day lineup for the first game. Yeah, you can't be in a DH tournament. You won't let you go no DH. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Good luck, everybody. I was hoping that I could play no DH the first game. Good luck to my opponent, the Geobon Rockhounds, who is starting Josh James. We've got Newcomb out there. Hoping it works out for us. Let's hide the scores here. Should be a dandy night. Again, chat, this is the first tournament. The first tournament that we have cards for on the TWIPT Weekly Showdown. Good luck, Geobon. Tonight's prize is 97 overall Thurman Munson. Second place is a special edition low diamond Gary Sheffield. I think he's in 92. Third and fourth place, we switched it out. It was one of the rewards for one of the missions. So we switched it out to 1910 Frank Schultz. And then 5th through 8th, nabbing a regular pack. Yes, remember, guys, no spoilers in the chat, please. No spoilers in the chat. If you spoil my game, you will get timed out for the remainder of the stream. Just FYI. Because we're going to be watching the highlights of my games. 3-year timeout? Nah, I just time you out till the end of the stream. No big deal. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Week 6 TWIPT Weekly Showdown. Guys, Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a fresh new set of content coming into the PT universe. We're going to celebrate the would have been. Can you see the tree? Good luck. It's a weekly tournament. Yep. Same time every week. Thursday night, we're going to celebrate the would have been Puerto Rico series. Miami and the Mets were supposed to play in Puerto Rico this week. Obviously, that's not happening. We're going to celebrate the series anyway with a 12-pack of content celebrating some of Puerto Rico's best players. That's right. If you get timed out for spoiling results, that also makes you ineligible for the giveaway because you will be timed out and you need to be able to type in chat to win. So do not be a spoiler and get yourself timed out. It will also remove you from being eligible for the giveaway. It does have scroll bars, but it doesn't make it any bigger, Jeff. It's still really hard to see all the icons. Where am I? We're up over here. Right? So we're right here. Who's this? So we've got Wappletown. And the Rising Rebels. We're pretty close to Rich. Right? Rich would go here. Here. So we would go here. Here. Nah, we wouldn't play Rich till like the quarterfinals. And we all know I'm not making it that far. What's going on with my camera? There we go. Simulating. It's my favorite part of the day. Just waiting for the anticipation. I'm going to go to the Hangout screen. Just so you guys don't get spoiled on my... guys, I really got to get my camera consistent from one screen to the other. It's really bothering me. Really just bothersome. I don't know why the filter changes from one to the other. It really shouldn't. I think it's just the background. No, I'm not going to win it all. Not a chance. I mean, anything's possible. It's iron. Oh, there's so many different lineups you can put together. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on this screen. So, worst case scenario, I will know if I'm out or not. I don't want it to be spoiled for you guys. Is next week the first week of actual Perfect Team? What? No, there will be no. You mean the Perfect League? We're still a couple weeks away from the Perfect League. Probably another 2 weeks. Probably another 2 weeks after this week. I think we're at what? How many Diamond Leagues are there this week? 9? Sab, what's up, man? All right, guys, let's take a look at my first round highlights. Again, remember, no spoilers in the chat. I don't know if Dishnet's here or not, but he's close on he's watching. I'm watching too. All right, here we go. First round matchup. Snaggletown against the Geobon Rockhounds. Let's get going here. Vic Power. We're going all the way to the top of the 4th. Miles Straw at first base. Vic Power at the dish with nobody out. Oh, in the wrong window. There we go. That ball's lined past the third baseman for a base hit. Vic Power with a base hit, and we've got 2 men on here with nobody out in the inning. Bases loaded now for Psycho Steve Lyons. That ball's hit hard to first. They're going to go to second for 1. On to first. Lyons is safe. That'll be the first run of the ball game. An RBI fielder's choice for Steve Lyons, and it's 1-0. Here's Willie Upshaw. That ball's hit hard down, and that's going to be fair down inside the right field line. That's going to score one. Lyons is around second on his way to third. He's going to round third and try to score. Here comes the throw. Lyons is safe. A 2-run double for Willie Upshaw, and the Schooners take a 3-0 lead. Bottom of the fifth now, still 3-0. Don Newcomb has been cruising up to this point. Runner at first is Josh Reddick. Cam Gallagher at the plate with nobody out. That ball is base hit into left field. That's going to be back-to-back singles for the Rockhounds. Here's Colin Moran. And that ball's hit into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Here comes the throw into the infield. They're going to hold the runner at third. It's going to be bases loaded. Nobody out for Jake Marisnik. Infield in for Snaggletown. That ball's looped into left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. That's going to score one and one only. The Rockhounds are on the board. It's 3-1. Here's Roger Metzger. Infield still in. Nobody out here in the inning. That's a fly ball to right. Play made out and right. Here comes the throw to the plate. He is safe at home. A sacrifice fly. And that makes it 3-2 and still only the first out of the inning here. Here's D. Gordon. And that's lined back up the middle for a base hit. That's going to tie the ball game. Runner's going to attempt to go to third. Here's the slide. He is safe. An RBI single from D. Gordon. And it's 3-3. Here's Alex Gordon now. That's a pop out to second base. Yeah, I kind of want to turn that off myself. How can I turn that off? There's no way I could turn it off in the replay, right? All good. I'll turn it off next time. Not a big fan of it when I'm doing this. So that's out number 2. Here's Miguel Cabrera now. Okay. Still only 2 out here. That's a fly ball to right center field. It's going to be a long run for Milan. On the run, on the run, on the run. He makes the play. Clyde the glide. Runs it down, but the Rockhounds score 3, and they tie this one up. Bottom of the 7th now. Newcomb still in the game. Josh Naylor at first base. Nobody out for Reddick. That ball's hit hard to first. And they're going to go to... Oh, the old 3-6 double play. Heads up there by Vic Power to turn that one. Top of the 8th now. Sionel Perez in the game. Here's Vic Power for the Schooners. And that's a base hit back up the middle. Leading off the top of the 8th with a single for Vic. Here's Steve Lyons now. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here. He bunts. They're going to go to first. Take the easy one. So runners at second and third here. Only 1 out in the inning. Infield in. Here's Willie Upshaw. He goes down swinging a huge strikeout there for Perez. And that'll bring up Andy Allenson. Grounded in the infield. It's going to be a tough play. It's going to have to hurry. They're going to make a strong throw. And with runners at second and third with 1 out, they fail to score. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Tied at 3. Here's D. Gordon. And that's lined into center field. A very hard hit single back up the middle. Gordon is on here to start the bottom of the 8th. Newcomb still in the game for Snaggletown. That's a grounder to second. 4, 6, 3, double play. Oh, baby. Here's Cabrera now. 2 out here, bottom of the 8th. That's a pop-up. Possibly in no man's land out here in center field, but no! What a great running play there by Granny Hamner. Speaking of Granny Hamner, he's going to lead it off here in the top of the 9th against Austin Bryce. And that's a liner to second, but a great play by Gordon. Speaking of Gordon, here's Gordon. Pop up center field. Playable. And caught out there by Marisnik for out number 2. Here's Naylor. Shift on here to start the bottom of the 9th. That's going to be a grounder to first. And the 3-1 put out for out number 1. Bottom of the 9th, 2 out here. Here's Anthony Santander. Tie ball game. Newcomb trying to send this one to extras. That's a grounder to second, so that's going to get it done. Extra baseball here as we are tied at 3. Top of the 10th, here's Miles Straw. Austin Bryce still in the game for the Rockhounds. And that ball's hit hard to center field. That's going to be a long run for Marisnik, but he makes the play. 2 down now for Gates Brown. Pop up down the left field line. It's going to be a long run, but playable. It's going to be caught out there by Alex Gordon. Bottom of the 10th now, Diego Segui into the game for Snaggletown. Colin Moran at the dish. And that's a base hit to left field. Moran going oppo for a base hit. Nobody out. Runner at first. Here's Marisnik. Ooh, pick-off throw to first, but he's back safely. Another pick-off throw to first. That's what I want to see repeatedly. Here's a bunt. Marisnik gets it down. They're going to go to second for 1. Are they going to try to turn it? No. Great play from out behind the plate by Allenson. And they're going to get out at second. 1 down. Here's Oscar Mercado. Please stop showing pickoffs. Thank you. No. Runner going. Mercado strikes out. Marisnik steals at second. So a strikeout and a stolen base. 2 down now for D. Gordon. Bottom of the 10th. That's a ground ball. It's going to be a tough play from shortstop, but a great throw by Hamner. Gets him at first, and that's going to end the bottom of the 10th. The score 3-3. Here's Steve Lyons to lead off the top of the 11th. And he walks. Willie Upshaw now, the designated hitter. Grounder to short. That's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. And here's Allenson now with 2 down. We got to get this game done, chat. I mean, this is really bad for us right now. If we win this game, we're in trouble. I mean, we did get like 8 innings out of Newcomb, but we've got 2 low stamina starters in the rotation. Bottom of the 11th now, here's Alex Gordon to lead it off. Slight shift in the infield. Grounder to second. And they're going to make the play out number 1. Here's Josh Naylor. Pop up in the infield. 11 innings in the books. Still no closer to a result. Tied at 3. Here's Hamner now to lead out the top of the 12th. Next round up already. Awesome. I love it. Good. We'll catch it in time for round 3. There's a base hit back up the middle. Miles Straw moves the runner all the way from first to third with 2 down here. Here's Vic Power now. That ball's hit hard into the right center field gap. That's going to get down. It's going to score 1. Vic Power. Here comes the second run. The throw to third. Power with a 2-run triple. And Snaggletown leads 5-3 here in the 12th inning. Bottom of the 12th now. Diego Segui still in the game. Facing Josh Reddick. Up 2 runs after they scored 2 on a Vic Power triple. That ball's high and deep to left field. At the track, that's going to be caught. Woo, baby. Caught out there by Eric Owens for out number 1. 2 down now. Here's Colin Moran. Grounder to first. And Snaggletown is moving on to the second round with a 5-3 extra inning victory. Woo! Right back into another simulation, chat. Oh, my word. Extra innings. We're right into game 2. Oh, my word. GG's, Giobon. GG's, buddy. Great game. Great game, my dude. Great game all around. Vic Power. So we're playing Obregon. Here we go, round 2 against Obregon. Sam Zoldak on the hill for Snaggletown. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th with no score. Terry Pull at the dish. Casey Kochman at first facing Zoldak. That ball's hit hard in the left center field gap. That's going to get down for extra bases. And that's going to come all the way around to score an RBI double for Casey Kochman. And the Rising Rebels take the lead 1-0. He just posted Saskarov in the chat. Here's Jake Gibbs now. Still nobody out here in the inning. Oh, this is bottom of the 5th now. Cottier at first. That's a liner in the left field line. That's going to get into the corner. Gibbs with a double. The runner's going to try to score. Here comes the throw, and he is safe at the plate. 2-0 Rebels. Top of the 8th now, still 2-0. Ivan Nova facing Granny Hamner. That ball's laced into left field. That's going to be a base hit for Granny Hamner. Here's Lyons. Sam Gaviglio into the game now. Granted to second. 4, 6, 3, double play at the worst possible time. Here's Allenson now with 2 down, bases empty. And that's a base hit into center field. Allenson keeps the inning alive with a single. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th now. After no runs in the top, here's Graham Lloyd into the game to face Albert Pujols. Never heard of him. Base hit back up the middle. The Rebels looking for some insurance here. Here's Pendleton. 2 out, 1 on. Line into right field. That's a base hit. Pujols going to come around second. He's going to try to go to third. He's going to change his mind. Here's Bill Verdon now. 2 on, 2 out. Snaggletown needs an out here. That's a fly ball high and deep to right field. At the track, at the wall. It's gone. And just like that, the Rising Rebels lead 5-0. Top of the 9th, 5-1. Junior Fernandez in trying to close it out. Gates Brown at third. Don Newcomb at first. 2 out for Granny Hamner. Is a miracle in the works. Hamner pop up in the infield. And Snaggletown's going home. The Obregon Rising Rebels moving on to round 3 with a 5-1 victory. GG Saskarov, another tournament ousting for us. Let's take a look at the teams that have made it through to round number 3, as that's where we are. We are currently in round number 3, back-to-back highlight reels. The Brookline Bagels are taking on the Manchester Camels. Dylan Peters against Ciano Perez in that one. The Los Angeles Earthquakes, and the California Sea Lions, a battle of the West Coast. Edwin Jackson against Chris Stratton. The Nuke Tundra against the Red Hood Reavers. Tuki Toussaint against Raleigh Fingers. The Vandal City Yordles against the Cheap Tricks. Rogelio Armenteros against Sam Zoldak. The Green Mountain Sparkle Parts against the Centennial Hills Blue Wahoos. Anderson Franco against Jeff Samarja. Las Vegas Pit Vipers against the Deer Run Cougars. Nelson Bryles against Lewis Thorpe. We've got the Rushmore Beekeepers against the Cricket War Robots. Toussaint against Armenteros. The Gotham City Knights against the Wilmington Blue Rocks. Jalen Beeks against Charlie Root. What? The Niagara Herons against the Virginia Tech Hokies. Lee Guterman against Dennis Martinez. Your proud Rich Grisham-led Columbus Lions are in the third round, as he's taken on the New York City Isotopes 2, Edwin Jackson against Tony Cloninger in that one. The Indianapolis Essentials against the Carolina Sox, Jacob Wagaspak against Joe Necro. Double Destruction against the Obregon Rising Rebels, Chris Stratton against Josh James. The Long Beach Land Sharks against the Long Pond Pounders, Ciano Perez against Ariel Gerardo. Seattle Stags against the Katy Winning Streakers, Cloninger against Franco. The Seoul Baseballers against the Minnesota Loons, Tommy Hunter against Sam Howard. And the Long Beach Bums against the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant, Don Newcomb against Ciano Perez. So there you go. Those are the round 3 teams still left. Rich makes it out of the first round for the first time ever. Guys, you can already sign up for next week's tournament. Again, if you go to weekly tournaments, right at the bottom here, TWIPT Weekly Showdown. Next week is Gold and Historicals. The top reward is 97 overall, 1981 Special Edition Dwight Evans. Second place is a 2002 Mark Pryor. Third place is a 1961 Detroit Tigers Dick Brown. So there you go. Next week's tournament is open. Already 22 people up in that bad boy. Glad to see it. Glad to see a lot. So we've been making lots of changes to the tournaments. Lots of changes. The 50s and 70s have become weekly events now. They were some of our least popular daily tournaments. And they were really just sitting there getting stale. So we decided to get rid of them. Some people had made some comments that they wanted to see some of the gold ones bumped back up, which we did. So you can see we increased the rewards for some of the... you'll see for the daily bronze and the daily iron, the early ones, the early bronze, early silver, and early iron starting on Wednesday will all have the same rewards. So they'll all be the silver level reward, which is 12,500, and then I think these are increased as well. So once these two run and you see the Wednesday tournaments pop up, the first place for the early ones is going to increase to 12,500, same as the silver one. What were some other ones? They wanted the medium non-cap one to go back to 32, I think it was. There was a few other changes. I posted them in the Discord. Somebody asked if I could, and I did. I don't know if the Sim's in yet. I don't even know what time it comes in. 5 minutes past, I believe. Should be in by now. I know nobody said it in the chat, but I'm just making an assumption. What round are we at? Yep, it's here. All right, here is your round 3 scores, ladies and gentlemen. How hard would it be to add a filter to the auction house to hide cards you already own? Somebody in the chat could probably answer that because we get asked about once a week. It is extremely hard. The Manchester Camels moving on. The Brookline Bagels scored 2 in the top of the 9th. And Manchester holds on for a 4-3 win, moving on to the round number 4, which I believe is the quarters. The Los Angeles Earthquakes and the California Sea Lions have a wild extra inning game, 2 in the top of the 12th, but California counters with 3 in the bottom to walk it off 6-5. The Nuke Tundra fall to the Rodoig Reavers 7-6. The Bandle City Yordles not moving on to the round 4 this week as the Cheap Tricks pick up a 3-1 win. They're moving on. The Green Mountain Sparkle Farts 5. The Centennial Hills Blue Wahoos 2. 4 runs in the top of the 8th. Moving on, the Deer Run Cougars shut out the Las Vegas Pit Vipers by a score of 2-0. The Rushmore Beekeepers put up 13 against the War Robots, and they're moving on with a 13-1 victory. The Wilmington Blue Rocks just keep on trucking a close game against the Gotham City Knights, but Wilmington picks up a 3-0 victory. The Niagara Herons unable to get past the Virginia Tech Hokies. 2-1 is the score. Rich unable to move to the quarterfinals as he falls to the NYC Isotopes by a score of 3-2. Carolina Sox 4. Indianapolis Essentials 3. All the runs scored from the 6th inning onward. Double Destruction breaks the streak of all the home teams winning with a double-up 6-3 win over the Obregon Rising Rebels, avenging by defeat. The Long Beach Landsharks put up 10 runs, 15 hits as they get past the Long Pond Pounders, who were not able to pound out the ball in this one by a score of 10-4. Seattle Stags put up 3 in the top of the 8th, but it's not enough as the Katy winning Streakers put up the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th and hang on for a 5-4 win. A 1-0 nail-biter between the Minnesota Loons and the Seoul Baseballers. Minnesota picking up the win there. And finally, a wild one between Long Beach and the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant, with Springfield winning 8-6. Where did I see? How hard would it be to make it so use the hide duplicates? I guess that really doesn't work. It's a good point. If we have a way to hide one of each card, I wonder if there's a way to do the opposite. It's a good point. That's not a bad idea. I don't notice it that much because I clear my duplicates out like it's the plague. I clear my duplicates like the plague. So, but that's not a bad idea. I wonder if we could do the opposite. All right, let's take a look at the matchups for round 4. Carolina Sox taking on the Manchester Camels. Zoldak against Cy Sneed. Low-key Cy Sneed action. Oh, baby. Could be in for a wild one there. The Red Oak Reavers take on the Cheap Tricks. Matt Andrees against Joe Kelly. As we're into the 4th starters here. The Green Mountain Sparkle Farts against the Deer Run Cougars. Jimmy Nelson against Jose Urquidy. The Rushmore Beekeepers against the Wilmington Blue Rocks. Jalen Beeks against Dennis Martinez. El Presidente. El Possibly Perfecto. New York City Isotopes 2. Boo. Fresh off. Boo. Beaten Rich. I seen some boos in the chat. Poor guy. Just trying to win a tournament, man. Taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. Jimmy Nelson against Fernando Valenzuela. Double Destruction against the Long Beach Landsharks. Avon Nova against Cy Sneed. The Minnesota Loons against the California Sea Lions. Ivan Nova against Jimmy Nelson. Finally, we got the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant against the Katy winning Streakers. Stiano Perez against Jimmy Nelson. There you see the brackets. The Loons and Lions will match up against the winner of the Reavers and the Tricks. Sparkle Farts and the Cougars will match up against Beekeepers and the Rocks winner. The Nuclear Power Plant and the winning Streakers will face off against the Landsharks and the Double Destruction. And the winners of the Camels and the Sox will take on the winner of the Isotopes and the Hokies. Exactly. I hear you. Who wants to be the guy that Rich beats? It's like me. Nobody wants to lose to me. Nobody wants to lose to me. And practically nobody does. Practically nobody does. Why won't my thing scroll up? Should I rip to Wendy's 10 minutes away? Wendy's. Every single time, Wendy's. Is that even a question? Come on, the sim? Wendy's, every time. Maybe they have spicy nugs on. Spicy nugs and a Frosty, maybe a classic triple. I'm just saying. Yeah, I beat barely anybody in tournaments. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Grab me a classic triple with biggie size fries while you're there, please. And a bubbly to go with it because I'm trying to watch my calories. You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, guys. As much as I talk about how much I love Wendy's, the closest Wendy's to me is like 2 hours away. So I have it very sparingly. Very, very sparing Wendy's. Chat, I really thought I had a chance. I thought I had a chance in this tournament. I really did. We're going to retool for the Gold Historical next week. Gold Historical. We don't have food delivery around here. Like, we don't have Skip the Dishes and what's the other popular one? Skip the Dishes is pretty popular in like the more urban centers, but like I live in a city of like 16,000 people, so no food delivery. Never ever. Haven't had French fries in 45 days. I actually had McDonald's for supper. For as much as I hate it, it's one of the very few fast food options we have. Do you live above the Arctic Circle? No. No, I don't. We have pizza. Pizza delivers. But like in more recent years, especially in the last like 12 months, right? Like you can get pretty much anything delivered. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, you can get anything delivered. But we basically, if you want delivery in this town, it's pizza. That's it. And I hate getting pizza delivery. I just prefer to go pick it up. It's kind of my jam. All right, back to the start screen. All right, guys, we're into the quarterfinals. We're cruising through this week's tournament. And again, a 2-year-old not in this week's tournament. So, we're going to have a new winner yet again this week. Next week's tournament already at 29 teams. If you're getting eliminated, why not sign up for next week's? It'll be full tomorrow. Most likely. Might have been past his bedtime. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, extra inning games are rough. I think, so next week we're doing Gold Historical. I have a bit of a schedule. I don't have it right in front of me, but I know there's an open one coming up. Why make people wait 7 days? Just open the tournament the day that it runs? It doesn't work like that. It's automated. When a weekly starts, the next weekly opens. That's how it's programmed. When a daily runs, the next daily opens. When a quick runs, the next quick opens. It's automated like that. It's the easiest way. If you don't want to sign up for it a week ahead of time, don't sign up for it a week ahead of time. We've had no problem filling it. Like I said, this time tomorrow, it'll probably be full. Oh, no. All right, let's take a look at the quarterfinal scores. Oh, whoa! A wild game. No, see, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. We've been through this before. It's not a flaw. It's a choice. Okay, that's the thing. I understand. The people who continue to say it's a flaw, it's not a flaw. It's a choice. Those people are upset because they want their 3 spots to grind quick tournaments all week. I get that. I understand that, but it's totally a choice. We're not going to reprogram it at this point. It's, again, if you don't want to sign up 7 days out, I totally understand. But we're not going to reprogram the automation to make it easier for people to grind the 8-team do-or-die quick tournaments. We know that's what people do. We have the data. Like, that's the thing. Again, it's not a matter of we're trying to be inconvenient by scheduling the tournaments a week ahead of time. That's not what we're trying to get at. There's plenty of tournaments that get scheduled a week ahead of time that don't fill until the day of, and that's fine. But the issue is, and we get that, some people want all 3 of their places to grind quick tournaments all the time. We understand that. That's a choice. It's one of those things. Again, like I said, this is the 6th episode of Weekly Showdown, and the thing's been filled within a day every single time. Did you miss the giveaway? No, we're going to do it in the next sim. I'm going to open it here in a minute, and then we're going to get it going. The do-or-die tournaments for 200 PP, those things are running every 5 minutes because you can grind them out, right? All right. A wild one between Carolina and Manchester. 6 runs in the 14th, 3 more in the 15th. Carolina wins a wild one, 9-6. The cheap tricks walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. Shane Spencer with 3 home runs. 4-3. Cheap Tricks win. The Green Mountain Sparkle Pirates with a 5-0 shutout over Deer Run. They're moving on to the quarterfinals. The Blue Rocks also moving on to the quarterfinals with an 8-1 victory. K-Sharp looking strong this week. Was looking strong last week too, and then he ran into a tough matchup. I think it was in the quarters or the semis. See if he can finish the deal this week. The Virginia Tech Hokies lose in extra innings to the NYC Isotopes 2-1. Gates Brown with a home run for NYC in that one. 14 innings between Double Destruction and Long Beach Landsharks. Long Beach walks it off after 20 hits in the bottom of the 14th, picking up a 4-3 victory. A 1-0 game between Minnesota and the California Sea Lions. Again, Minnesota scores in the top of the first. No more runs. Picks up a 1-0 win. Springfield Nuclear Power Plant scored 2 in the top of the 9th and hang on for a 7-5 victory. So let's take a look at our quarterfinal matchups. The Minnesota Loons taking on Cheap Tricks. Kyle McGowan against Lee Guterman. We're into the 5th game now. So obviously we're going to have some very interesting pitching matchups for teams who have decided to go with 5 starters. Or if you decided to go with 4 starters and you're going to try to grind it out. The Green Mountain Sparkle Pirates taking on the Wilmington Blue Rocks. Chris Stratton against Rick Camp in that one. The Carolina Sox against the New York City Isotopes 2. Dave Stewart against Lee Guterman. Dave Stewart, why did Dave Stewart got no picture? Poor Dave Stewart got no picture. No, Guterman's got no picture. It's Guterman's problem over here. Poor guy. Feel bad for him. And last but not least, the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant going to be taking on the Long Beach Landsharks. Charlie Root against Corey Oswald in that one. Boop. So there you have it. We're going to get the giveaway rolling here in just a second. Chattily chat. Don't be slow on me now. Come on. All right. 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points apiece. Yep. Start. Exclamation point ticket in the chat will get you in. 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points apiece. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to go in and I'm going to rip 8 packs just for the lulz. By the way, guys, New lower price on the gold packs. Not sure if you guys saw that or not. The gold packs are reduced to 3,000 points now permanently. One-hit wonder Willie Blair. Let's go. Oh, man, Gary. Oh, man, a Cloninger? Oh, I have one anyway. I didn't use him. Don't tell Nick that I didn't use Cloninger. Come on, give me something good. All kinds of irons that I could have used. Roger Cedeno. Another Don Kessinger. I think I just pulled one of those. No, Javi Baez. Oh, yeah, right. Can't do roster moves in the tournament. We'll quick sell them when we get back over the other screen. Bye, Javi. Rigged. Yeah. I haven't pulled much good. I pulled a 100 Dizzy Dean a couple weeks ago. He's been great for me in the regular season. Been horrible for me otherwise. Postseason, 100 Dizzy Dean is brutal. I don't understand it. First season I had him, he went 10-0 in the regular season, got beat twice in the wild card series, game 1 and 5, against a team that had 20 less wins than me. Like I said, I love Dizzy. He's great in the regular season. Playoffs, not so much. Playoffs? Anyway, I like where my team is at. I'm in Diamond now. I'm in Diamond now. We'll take a quick look at the squad just so you guys can see what's up. You can quick sell from the tourney? I just tried and it wouldn't let me. I try not to mess too much with my roster in the tournament anyway. Let's see. Where are we at? 8-11. Not great. We're hanging out. We're hanging in there. Mark Pryor, brutal. My new bullpen trio of Howery, McDaniel, and Rodriguez. Oh, Bullet Joe, don't be like that, buddy. You got this. My hitters. Get Appling. Appling's doing pretty good. Excited for the Sandlot tourney tomorrow. There's a Kershaw's the reward in that, right? I'm in it. I probably won't be there. I probably won't be there for the stream, but I'm in it. I assume Spore will be streaming it. I haven't been talking to him the last few days, but like I said, I won't be able to make it to the stream, but I'm in the tournament. Mostly because I want that Kershaw. Yeah, I don't like to quick sell and sell stuff when I'm in a tournament. I just let it go, and then I go in and clean it out after. I'm really on top of keeping my binder clean, so like I don't have a single duplicate right now other than the ones I just pulled. So I keep it real clean. I don't mess around. All right, guys, let's take a look at the results of our quarterfinal games as we move into the Final Four here on the TWIPT Weekly Showdown. We've got the Minnesota Loons bowing out to the Cheap Tricks by a score of 2-0. Gutterman goes the distance. A complete game shutout for Lee Gutterman. The Green Mountain Sparkle Parts bow out to the Wilmington Blue Rocks. K-Sharp going to the Final Four in that one by a score of 5-2. The NYC Isotopes score 4 in the bottom of the 6th, and they hang on for a 5-4 victory as Gutterman picks up the win in that one as well. And last but not least, the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant scored 2 in the top of the 8th, the only runs of the game. They pick up a 2-0 victory over the Long Beach Land Treks. Let's take a look at our final four. The Wilmington Blue Rocks, K Sharp against the Cheap Tricks, and Just a Guy, Don Newcomb against Sandy Consuegra in that one. On the other side, we've got the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant, CCDMRD, and the NYC Isotopes, Magic 1313. Nelson Bryles against Roger Morit. Guys, if you're not already in the draw for 10,000 perfect points times 3, you have 4 minutes and 32 seconds when this clock next to me hits 0. This clock right here. Where? Right there. When that clock hits 0, we'll close the giveaway and we will draw our winners this week. You can't win if you ain't in. Exclamation point ticket in the chat as we get ready here to push on to the finals. Who's it going to be? We've got 4 teams, 4 guys who have never won the TWIPT Weekly Showdown. Really getting ready, getting in there. I'm excited. Again, next week's tournament is already available. You can find it under the weekly section, TWIPT Weekly Showdown. Next week, we're doing a gold historical tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, as I said earlier, this week in Perfect Team, Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This week, we've got a dozen cards to celebrate the Would Have Been Puerto Rico series. So make sure if you're around Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here, twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. Check it out. Also, I don't know if you guys have been following the Dream Bracket or not. MLB Network has been doing an amazing job at presenting the Dream Bracket, powered by Out of the Park Baseball 21, presented by MLB and DraftKings. They're streaming it over on twitch.tv/MLB Network. New missions this week? Nope. There was new missions last week. We only do new missions every other week. Yeah. Yankees Astros today was great. I saw the A-Rod charging the mound clip on the Twitter. Dream Bracket's been a lot of fun. I think the next stream, I think they're doing the quarterfinals or the semifinals are on Friday. I think they're doing them. It's Yankees Red Sox on one side. We don't know who's on the other side yet, right? I don't think. Yeah, we don't know who's on the other side yet. So if you got Yankees Red Sox on the AL side, on the NL side, you still have St. Louis and Cincinnati and the Dodgers and the Brewers. And those streams are tomorrow. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/MLB Network. I'm going to put that link in the chat, actually. If you guys want to catch that, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, you can catch the National League semifinals. Twitch.tv/MLB Network. Should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's been fun. I've been tuning in, watching. I don't know who's going to win. So that's kind of cool. I was moderately involved, like barely involved at all in the process. So I have no idea who's going to win. Nobody on our team knows who's going to win. Outside of, I think, Marcus. So it's kind of cool to watch because I'm going into it and having no idea what's going to happen. I'm glad my Jays got through the first round. Guys, 30 seconds to go. 20, 36, 25, 24. When this hits 0, we're shutting down the giveaway. Exclamation point ticket in the chat. Again, you can't win if you ain't in. We're going to give away 3 prizes of 10,000 perfect points apiece. Make sure you're hitting that exclamation point ticket. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The giveaway is closed. The giveaway is CLOSED. Closed. Guys, as per usual, if you guys win, make sure you guys let me know. Either in the whispers or DM me in the Discord. Congratulations to Alt Control Delete Cavacom and Travel Berries. Alt Control Delete Cavacom and Travel Berries. Congratulations. You guys have won 10,000 points apiece. Again, please either whisper us here on Twitch or DM me in the Discord with your Perfect Team username in the proper capitalization and your team name for confirmation, please, and I will get you those points after the stream. Congratulations to those three for picking up a little bit of perfect point currency. As always, thank you guys for supporting the stream. Appreciate you guys a whole lot. This wouldn't be anywhere near as fun if you guys weren't here enjoying the living, jumping Judas out of it. How is there only 86 people in when there's 110 here? Maybe some people aren't listening. Maybe some people just aren't listening. Possibly. Maybe people just don't want to enter. That's fine too. That's fine too. All right. We're going to give it a minute here for the sim to populate, and then we're going to jump in. We're going to see who's moving on to the finals. And then, of course, when we get to the finals, we will show the highlights of the 2 or 3 finals games. Again, remember, the finals are best of 3. And we will have our 6th different winner for the TWIPT Weekly Showdown this week, which I love very, very much. Some have so much PP it isn't worth. Maybe. I don't enter. Imagine if I won. Oh, boys. Imagine how rigged it would be if I won. That'd be awful. Nobody'd want that. Destroy. Wasn't there one time that Alex won? Didn't Alex win one time? I know Dishnet's won before. Totally not rigged. Still not up. Yeah, T-Rex, we might do something like that. Probably not with the TWIPT stuff, though. Or I think if we were going to do it that way with the Monday tournaments, we would have announced it that way right from the get-go. Axel probably won the giveaway before he was actually an OOTP employee. Let's go with that. You got to think, right? This is something we've never done this before, so this is new. So this is like version 1.0 of OOTP esports. There's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to come for sure in terms of large scale tournaments that we're going to be doing. Keeping the zipped up on that, but we're going to be doing some stuff. Don't you worry. All right. Let's see. Oh, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the semifinal results. On one side, Wilmington Blue Rocks, K-Sharp moving on to the finals with a 5-2 win over the Cheap Tricks. Couple of guys both in the chat. Can I make this one 256? Absolutely not. And on the other side, the NYC Isotopes 2 continue their roll after beating Grisham and the Columbus Lions. 4 in the bottom of the third, and they ride that all the way to a 6-2 victory. So, ladies and gentlemen, our final is set. On one side, K Sharp and the Wilmington Blue Rocks. On the other side, the NYC Isotopes, who is S Magic 1313, right? Who's here in the chat. Goes by a different name on the Discord. Take a look at the pitch and matchups. Wilmington's going to go with Joe Kelly. These are obviously tentative. Joe Kelly, Charlie Root, and Dennis Martinez countered with Don Newcomb, Tony Cloninger, and Jimmy Nelson. Let's get a... Oh, jeez. Come on. All right. Now, I'm going to put a poll up in the chat. That should be me. I don't think so. I'm going to put a straw poll up in the chat, guys. Feel free to vote. We're going to go through each team and see how they're doing. Don't feel like you need to vote just yet. You can wait until we've reviewed the teams. Let's take a look first at K Sharp's Wilmington Blue Rocks. He's gotten here with some solid hitting. You see Lyons and Upshot each hitting 375. The legend of Sam Fold hitting 455. Cam Gallagher hitting 353 as well. Look at the starters. 0. 3 starters with a 0 ERA. Again, he's at Kelly. Kelly, Root, and Martinez. We'll see if he makes any changes going into the finals. His bullpen, look at the bullpen. Solid. All kinds of guys with no runs allowed. He has only allowed 7, 8 runs in the whole tournament. 6 games deep and only 8 runs allowed. That is some very, very effective pitching. Take a look at his tiredness levels. He's pretty good. Pretty low fatigue in the bullpen. Again, only Gaviglio and Nelson Bryles, and they're both in the yellow with 2 bars. So there you go. Looking pretty solid. Let's go on the other side now. The NYC Isotopes, again, his hitting has struggled. Lots of low under the Mendoza line averages there. His pitching has been elite. Only 1 run allowed in the bullpen. His pitching has been very, very, very good. Has only allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Has allowed 11 runs through 6 games. But again, has scraped by every single time. 2-1, 4-1, 3-2, 2-1, 5-4. He has had to fight tooth and nail to get here. Let's take a look and see how rested he is. Not in as good a shape as K-Sharp. And again, in a best-of-3 series, it could come down to the bullpen fatigue. So there you have it, folks. The straw poll is available in the chat. If you guys haven't seen it, there it is. Get your vote in before the first sim goes through here in a minute and a half. Who do you think's taking it home? Is it going to be NYC? Is it going to be the Wilmington Blue Rocks? I have to say, I don't like to play favorites, chat, but again, if you look at it on paper, Wilmington is fired on all cylinders the whole tournament. He's hitting the ball. They're pitching well. Again, it's hard to look at that. You have that Isotopes team. They're here. They're in the finals. There's something to be said for that. But lots of close games. The hitting has been, it's been there when he needs it, but it's been questionable. Questionable. We will see. I think you gotta look at K-Sharp and Wilmington here, and having the advantage for sure. We'll take a look at the live voting in the poll here. There you have it, folks. Wilmington, 63% favorites right now, as we get in 65% favorites. So again, about a 2-1 clip. People think that Wilmington is going to pick up the victory here. We will see. Again, we're gonna check the highlight reels for all of these games. could be a good run here. Again, 65-35, but 2-1 people voting Wilmington over NYC. But again, that's why we play the games, chat. You got to play the games. You got to play them out. You got to make sure. But yeah, so back to my point. Someone had asked about putting this to 256. That's probably not going to happen, simply because I like the time commitment that we have for this now. It's about 90 minutes to 100 minutes. That is good. It's good for me. It's good for my voice. It seems to be good enough content. I don't really think adding an extra round would really add anything, because again, an extra round, that round of 256 would add extra processing time, and all that really would be a sim. I'm not going to read off 256 names. I'm not going to do 128 scores. So not really something that I think would benefit the stream any. Again, this particular avenue, the TWITP Weekly Showdown, is for content. It is to put the tournaments out there, for you guys to see them, for us to interact and have fun. I think when we start looking at competitive event-style tournaments, I think that's where you're going to see us put more of the focus on the event and making sure that we have the event run well, and that it is a good event and produces a good winner, as opposed to it being content, which is what this is. This is content. This is us having a weekly stream, showcasing the tournaments, showcasing Perfect Team, showing what we can do, gathering some feedback, and then this particular stream, this is like esports light. I think when we do a full-on championship style tournament with things on the line, and yeah, the Schulte card's never been used. It's never been in another tournament. A lot of the SEs for tournaments are still going to be new, but Frank Schulte hasn't been in any tournaments yet. It's not just about the audience, though. I mean, I get what you're saying, but you have to consider the fact that when it comes to the Weekly Showdown, I have creative control. And for me, I don't think it being 256 adds anything to the tournament. I don't think it adds anything to the stream. That's the thing. That's the difference between the content and the esports stuff. If we were looking at it strictly from an esports perspective, I think you'd almost have to have like a competitive tournament be 256. And that's the thing, right? If it was a 256, it would literally be just 20 minutes of me rambling team names off. Need to make the reward a perfect card? I don't think it needs it. We might some weeks. We might make it a perfect some weeks, but again, I don't really think it needs a perfect card. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. We're tossing around that idea a little bit. When it comes to, I'd rather double-digit packs. Yeah, I know some people would prefer that. I think if we get into weeks where the rewards are reruns, I think if we if we get into reruns, like if 2 weeks from now the reward is the Munson again, we might switch it to like a large amount of packs. All right, where are we at? Let's get in here and see. Perfect is hard to get for do or die. Yep. Agreed. Plus, there's only so many SE perfects out there. I think one thing we'd like to do this year, Marcus and I talked about it briefly, is I'd like to do like a second batch of special edition tournament rewards. maybe in like August or September, just to kind of refresh the pool. Because the thing is, by August or September, all the SEs are going to be out there multiple times. There's 121 of them. So, yes, there is Danable. We do have that ability to have like a tournament of champions. Before I get the Tuesday Super Bronze thing is an error. It's just for this week. Once the two of them start tomorrow, the next week Tuesday Super Bronze will populate, and the Monday Silver will populate. We switched up the ordering of where they were on our master list, and it kind of had a little bit of a issue with it created two Super Bronze. So there's two perfect Super Bronze awards tomorrow. One is Bartolo, and I don't remember who the other one is. No, Tebow. Nope. All right. Let's load up the highlight reel here for Game 1. Game 1 of the finals between NYC and Wilmington. NYC has home field advantage. All right, here we go. Don Newcomb on the hill for NYC. Eric Owens leading it off for the Blue Rocks. How do I get the yellow bars how do I get their names on there all the time? That's what I really need. So I don't have to familiarize myself with everybody. I wish their name, that's probably a thing I can't do once the game starts. I'll have to remember to put that on for next week so I know who everybody is. We're in the top of the second now. Nobody on, nobody out. Vic Power at the dish for the Blue Rocks. That's high and deep to left field. And Vic Power puts the Blue Rocks on the board with a 371-foot home run to left field. And it's 1-0 Wilmington. Let's go to the bottom of the second now. Terry Pendleton at the dish. Larry Boa at first. No, this is still top of the second. And that's high and deep. Pendleton goes deep to right field, and just like that, the Blue Rocks lead 3-0. Bottom of the second now. Tony Gwynn Jr. at second. Ed Brinkman at the dish with one out. And that's a base hit back up the middle. Speedy Gwynn Jr. is going to come around third. He's going to try to score. Here comes the throw. The play at the plate. He's going to be safe. The Isotopes are on the board. It's 3-1. Here's Jeffrey Leonard now. Brinkman now at second base with two down. It's a grounder to third. That's going to off the bag and down the line for a single. That's going to score Brinkman. It's actually going to end up being a double. Leonard with a two-out double. The benefit of the ball bouncing off the base. And it's 3-2. Top of the third now. Still 3-2. Here's Vic Power. Runner at first is Willie Upshaw. That ball is blooped into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Upshaw had to hold up to make sure the ball was going to get down, but it still died in the grass. And Upshaw aggressively going to go to third. It's going to be first and third here with nobody out. They ended up scoring one. Let's fast forward now to the bottom of the fifth. Cal Ripken Jr. at the plate with two down. And that one is hit deep.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. Stretch. Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes.
Cal Ripken Jr. with a high home run to left field. And just like that, it's 4-3. The lead is cut. Bottom of the seventh now. Raleigh Fingers on the hill for the Blue Rocks. Runner at first. Eric Owens at the dish with one down. That ball is high and deep to left center field. That's going to get down for extra bases. That is going to be in the gap. They're going to try to score. Owens is going to go to third. It's an RBI triple. And just like that, we're all tied up at 4. Here's Ripken now. Infield in for the Blue Rocks. Still only one down here in the inning. Ripken went deep his last time up in the bottom of the fifth. That's hard hit to right. They're going to tag and try to score. The ball comes in. They're not going to have a play at the plate. Owens scores, and just like that, the Isotopes take a 5-4 lead. Top of the eighth now. Maples into the game. Here's Dylan Power. Blue Rocks down 5-4. And that's ripped into center field. That's going to be caught out there by Gwynn Jr. for out number 1. Here's Placido Polanco now with 2 down. And he grounds that one to short. And great play there from Brinkman. Top of the 9th we go now. Last 3 outs here for the Blue Rocks. Graham Lloyd into the game. Larry Boa at the dish. That's a grounder to short. Brinkman up with it. Strong throw. Got him. 1 out now for Pendleton. Blue Rocks got to get something going here. Pendleton goes down swinging for out number 2. Here's Mickey O'Neill. Blue Rocks down to their last out here. He goes down swinging. The NYC Isotopes 2 pick up the win in game number 1 by a score of 5-4. That's why you play the games, folks. That's why you play the games. 2-1 voted against, but here they are up 1-0. But, again, 4 relievers used. Not helping the bullpen fatigue situation. Not helping the bullpen fatigue situation at all. 5-4 win in game number 1. Game number 2 sees Tony Cloninger for NYC against Charlie Root are the tentative starters. Will K-Sharp make any changes going into game 2? Will they stay the course? Wow. But yeah, to elaborate on what I was asked earlier, yes, we have the ability to create tournaments and input teams into it based on a predetermined criteria. So let's say we ran a qualifying tournament. I pitched an idea late last year of a perfect team championship series. It was the starting of an idea. We're definitely going to be doing something competitive related. That's all I can really say. What it's going to look like, when it's going to be, I don't have those details yet. But we are definitely going to be doing a competitive series of tournaments with some sort of esports-like presentation. We just haven't gotten together and figured out all the details yet. And a lot of the ideas that are going to form what Perfect Team Esports looks like are a direct result of this show. Things that I've learned work, things that I've learned doesn't work, things that feedback that I've gotten. A lot of the things that, you know, when we do get to for real esports, a lot of that is going to be determined from these types of things and the feedback that you guys give. For sure. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo. All right. Let's go to game number 2. NYC up 1-0. The Blue Rocks needing to win to keep it alive here in week number 6 of the TWIPT Weekly Showdown. Tony Cloninger on the hill for NYC to start it out. We're in the bottom of the 2nd inning. No score. 2 down, Cam Gallagher. at the dish. That one's hit high and deep to right or left field. Cam Gallagher with a 391-foot home run to left field. And Wilmington, as they did in Game 1, get on the board with the power bats here in Game 2, and they take a lead 1-0. Bottom of the third now. Owens at third, Power at first, 2 down for the legend of Samfold. Cloninger getting beat around a little bit. That's a liner into center. Oh, it's over the head, misplayed in center field. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2. A misplay in center field by Tony Gwynn Jr. is going to lead to a 2-run triple. And Wilmington takes a 3-0 lead. Here we go. Top of the fourth now. Runners at first for Gates Brown. Nobody out. Shift on. Against Brown. That ball's hit back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Isotopes. Runner's going to try to third. Here comes the throw. He is going to be in there. It's going to be first and third. Nobody out here in the inning. Here's Vic Power. Lines out one in left field. That's going to be a base hit. The Isotopes are on the board. It's 3-1 now. Still nobody out. Runners at first and second. Here's Tony Gwynn Jr. Like hit hard to second base. They'll go for second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. First and third, 1 out. On the fielder's choice, here's Andy Allenson. Popped up. Oh, this could be trouble. No, what a great running play. Placido Polanco tracks it down, and that's going to bring Doug Griffin up now at 2 down. And that's going to be a base hit into right field. Doug Griffin comes through with 2 down. Gwynn Jr. is going to go all the way to third, and just like that, it's 3-2. Fast forward now to the bottom of the fourth. 3-2 still the score. Cam Gallagher at second, Terry Pendleton at the dish. Only 1 out in the inning. The ball's hit hard. That's going to be through for a base hit. Gallagher's going to come around. He's going to try to score. There's going to be no throw, and the Blue Rocks extend the lead back to 4-2. Here we go, top of the fifth now. Here's Leonard. That ball's ripped for a base hit. Runner's going to move up to second is Brinkman. First and second here, 1 down for Eric Owens. Charlie Root in a bit of trouble here. Up as a fly ball to right center. A long run, and caught. Brinkman is going to tag up. He's going to advance. Not a chance to throw him out on that one. So with 2 out now, it's Gates Brown. First and third are the runners. And that's a base hit into left field. A great piece of hitting by Gates Brown. And the Isotopes cut the lead in half. It's a 4-3 game. Here's Vic Power now. Still 2 out in the inning, 2 on. Fly ball into center. That's probably going to do it. And they're going to make the play out there. Lyons flags it down. The Blue Rocks will escape the inning with a 4-3 lead. Top of the seventh now. Tom Hall into the game for the Blue Rocks. They still lead 4-3. Here's Larry Boa. And ripped to third. Oh, dive. A great play. Oh, no, he throws it away. Oh, wow, a great play by Pendleton, but a bad throw. That's going to be an error. Boa's going to go to second with nobody out. Here's Ripken. And he's going to make that hurt. A single back up the middle. Boa's going to hold up at third, though. No taking any chances here with nobody out. And the top of the order up. For NYC, here's Leonard. Nobody out in the inning. First and third, infield in for the Blue Rocks. And he goes down. They appeal down to first base. The first base umpire, Jimmy Joe Johnson, rings him up for out number 1. Middle infield going to play back here now, looking for 2. Still 4-3. Runners at first and third. Hall comes set. Here comes the pitch. Pop up. Not very deep. See if he tries to go here. An absolute cannon. Oh, my. Steve Lyons pegs him out at the plate. An 8-2 put out to end the inning. And the Blue Rocks escape into stretch time with a 4-3 lead. Here's Vic Power. Now to lead off the 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. He cranks one. And Vic Power gives them some insurance. 414 feet to left center field on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. And the Blue Rocks take a 5-3 lead. Top of the 8th now. Gaviglio into the game for the Blue Rocks. Trying to protect the 5-3 lead. 1 out here. Vic Power at the dish. And he dumps that one into right field. That's going to be a base hit. A 1-out single for Vic Power. Here's Tony Gwynn Jr. Still only 1 down. Vic Power over at first. And that's going to be hit to second. 4-6. That's all they're going to get. Boa's going to eat it. 4-6 put out on the fielder's choice. Let's go to the top of the 9th now. Nelson Bryles in the game, trying to shut it down and send this one to a decisive 3rd game. Facing Doug Griffin to lead off the inning. And that's ripped into left field. That's a base hit. Playing conservative out there in left field. Full not wanting the ball to get by him. Knowing that run doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. Nobody out. Here's Boa. Griffin at first. Blue Rocks looking for a double play. That ball's hit to short. Throw to second for 1. That's all they're going to get. The 6-4 fielder's choice. Boa's on at first. With 1 down, here's Ripken. Hits that through the first, second hole. That's going to be a base hit. Boa's going to round second. He's going to go to third. The tying run is on with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. First and third to Jeffrey Leonard with 1 out. Full count pitch from Nelson Bryles. That one's hit hard to third. Could be 2. Second for 1. They're going to eat it. No relay from Placido Polanco. That will allow the run to score to make it 5-4. That run does not matter. They get the sure out. 2 out now. Here's Eric Owens. Jeffrey Leonard at first. Here comes the 1-1 from Bryles. That ball's a number in the infield. This is going to be a tough play. Bryles up with it. He makes a throw. Save at first base. The Speedy Owens beats it out and keeps the inning alive, and he is now the winning run. Or the go-ahead run. Go-ahead run, I should say. Here's Gates Brown, first and second. 2 down here. Bryles trying to get out of it. Here comes the 1-0. That ball's hit hard to third. And that's going to get down the line. That's a fair ball. Leonard's going to come around. He's going to score. And Owens is going to come around and score as well. A 2-run double for Gates Brown. And NYC has taken a 6-5 lead. Bottom of the 9th now. The Blue Rocks trying to stay alive. Graham Lloyd on to shut it down. Here's Pendleton to lead off the inning. Grounder to short. It's going to be in the hole. Tough play, but a strong throw across the diamond by Boa. He's down for out number 1. Here's Owens now with 1 down. Grounder to second. Another ground out. And they're down to their last out. It's Psycho Steve Lyons. Here comes the 1-0 from Lloyd. And grounder to first. And just like that, the NYC Isotopes 2 are your TWIPT Weekly Showdown winner for week number 6. Sweeping the finals. This one by a score of 6-5. GG's on all sides. 5-4 and 6-5. A couple of really hard-fought wins. Thurman Munson, 97 overall, going to NYC Isotopes as the winner. K-Sharp as the runner-up gets himself a 2003 Atlanta Braves Gary Sheffield. Congratulations all around. Again, NYC Isotopes 2. Congratulations. You are the Week 6 TWIPT Weekly Showdown winner. Guys, if you are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that follow button up at the top of the screen right here on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. We are live on the channel 7 freaking days a week now. We've got TWIPT Weekly Showdown on Monday. We've got double franchise action on Tuesday. We've got hockey on Wednesday. TWIPT on Thursdays. Rich's playoff prep on Thursdays. Rich and Gus ruin, whatever it is, the Mets on Friday. Science Saturdays. Rich's Perfect Team Weekly Prep on Sundays. Another great week here on the TWIPT Weekly Showdown. Guys, make sure you follow us everywhere. Again, right here on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. Make sure you turn the notifications on. YouTube.com/OOTP Developments. Facebook.com/OOTP Baseball. Twitter.com/OOTP Baseball. And Twitter.com/OOTP Perfect Team. Discord.gg/OOTP. We're at almost 6,000 members in the Discord. It's insane. I love it. Also, forums.OOTPdevelopments.com. Guys, if you're new, you don't have a copy of OOTP, go to OOTPdevelopments.com. You know you love what you see. Pick it up now. Pick it up on Steam. Pick it up on the Mac App Store. Guys, I have been Chris Jardine, a.k.a. Snaggle J, community and content developer for Out of the Park Baseball. And until next time, keep swinging for the fences.